Okay, we're all ready to do the next video. Let's see if we can go find Brian. There's the cat. That's usually a good sign for finding Brian.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Candy Memories. I hope you enjoyed the first video, which was about circus peanuts. And as you saw at the beginning of this video, I was caught eating some circus peanuts. And so my true confession is that after I finished the video, I didn't want to waste all of these, so I ate a few more, and they kind of grew on me. So the texture I still am not in love with, but not as bad as I thought they were. But today we're going to talk about candy cigarettes, and shout out to anyone from my channel or Facebook who suggested candy cigarettes. So this is definitely a fond memory for me, and so I wanted to be able to talk about them. And I have not had candy cigarettes, just like the circus peanuts, since I was a kid. So candy cigarettes came about in the 1930s, and of course at that time there wasn't the same concerns at all about smoking cigarettes. It was seen as kind of glamorous, and so being a kid and having a candy cigarette in your mouth just felt kind of cool and like you were grown up. And it was, there were actually connections between candy companies and cigarette companies, because the cigarette companies like Marlboro, for example, the candy cigarette, there was one called Marlboro, and for Marlboro it was a win-win, because then when people got older they associated the Marlboro brand, and so if they started smoking, then they tended toward the Marlboro brand. So as many of you know, at some point there were concerns about cigarette smoking, health concerns, and those became more serious over time as far as the damage that smoking can do. And so suddenly it wasn't looked upon quite as great that kids were pretend smoking candy cigarettes. And a lot of countries like Norway, Finland, Turkey have actually banned candy cigarettes in their countries. And so there was enough concern that the cigarette companies actually started distancing themselves from the candy cigarette companies, because they didn't want to be seen as kind of the bad guys that were trying to get kids to smoke. So they started distancing, and the names changed away from actual, close to the names of actual cigarettes, which is interesting. Only one state banned candy cigarettes for a time period, and that was North Dakota, and that was in, I think, the late 50s and early 60s. In 1970, and surprisingly 1991, the United States tried to pass bills to ban the sale of candy cigarettes, with no success. However, after the 1970 bill did not go through, they took the name cigarette off, and they were called candy sticks at the time. And as I'm looking at these now, they don't even say stick. This one says candy, and this one says bubble gum, which is interesting. So one other thing, and as I was looking up information about candy and gum cigarettes, I found a reference to Popeye cigarettes, and I don't really remember Popeye cigarettes, but it talked about the candy cigarettes, but it talked about that they had the red tip to them, and I kind of remember candy cigarettes with a red tip, but I'm curious if the ones that I have a red tip or not. So I'm actually going to start with the bubblegum cigarettes. And so my memory of these are that they have like confectioner's sugar or something in them, and when you blew on them, a little confectioner's sugar would come out, and it would seem like you were blowing smoke. Okay. I don't really remember them being different colors. I don't know if any of you remember them being different colors, but I don't know if you can see very well, but there's pink and orange and purple gum. So that's interesting. And also, even though they're just called bubble gum, they're definitely set up to look like a cigarette. So that's pretty clear. So let's see, I'm gonna blow into it and see if anything happens. So I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not. Oh, I don't know if you saw it. I'm gonna get up close with one of them and let's see if you can see it. Okay, hopefully you saw that. All right, that's kind of cool. I had definitely remembered that, but I haven't had this obviously in a while. So let's see how difficult this is going to be to get the paper off. Oh, that's peeling right off. It's making a mess on the table and with sugar. So here's what it looks like. Just this one is purple. It's purple stick. Just smells kind of sweet and a little floury or something, like a flour, not flour that you use in cooking. Good Lord. That is really hard when you first try to chew it. I don't even know how to describe the taste. It's not grape to me at all, even though you would think maybe it would be grape since it's purple. It tastes a little sweet and a little flowery or perfumey or something. It's not horrible, but it's definitely not something I would choose to chew. It's covered in confectioner's sugar or whatever. Let's see what the ingredients are. Sugar, corn syrup, gum base, artificial flavors, artificial colors. I guess that's it. So only 10 calories in one piece. So there you go. All right, gonna spit this one out. Yeah, that's weird. Okay, so the next one I'm gonna try is the candy, I guess you would call them candy sticks. And these are the ones I remember a little bit more. And they're kind of boring. So it's just a little white stick. Again, at some point I remember ones with the red on the end. I don't know if any of you remember those either. Feel free to tell me about it in the comments section. I'd be curious if you remember those as well. All right, I'm gonna try it. That is absolutely disgusting. I feel like I'm eating actual chalk. That's the texture of it. And it has kind of that powdery, like a chalk does. And it tastes like nothing except maybe a little bit of chalk, which I've never eaten chalk, by the way, but I imagine that's what it tastes like. That is really gross. I remember as a kid that it tasted a lot better to me, and that could just be my taste buds then, or, who knows, it could be that they've changed it. So I'm gonna try lighting it a little bit. Oh, look at this. It actually lights on fire. I hope you saw that. Originally, I thought about eating that end, but I'm not gonna do that because it's black and it looks like charcoal. And I really don't think something like this should light on fire. So anyway. Okay, so that's it for my trying candy cigarettes and my critique of candy cigarettes. And, even though they're kind of disgusting, you know, I said the same thing about the candied peanuts, and then I kept eating them, so we'll see. But, you know, it does bring back some good memories of when I was a kid, and so I definitely appreciate that. Tell me in the comments section, what are your memories? Did you try some as kids? Try them now and let me know what you're thinking. And as always, please subscribe if you have not already subscribed to my channel, and share with other people, especially people you know who might enjoy kind of reliving the memory of some of the candies that they've had, and then put in the comment section candy that you would like me to try, and I will definitely give it a try. And I will see you next week with a different candy. Thank you.